But in what situations is war like 100% justified?
See, in every legal system of the world, there is the principle of self-defense.
Yes.
And that's valid both individually and collectively.
Okay.
In other words, if sitting at home with my family and somebody comes in um, with weapons and tries to harm my family, my children, I have the right to defend myself. So similarly, sometimes entire countries, entire nations are attacked from outside, and they have the right to defend themselves. So in some case, is a very clear cut that there is an invasion, and people don't want to be invaded, but by the invading force for whatever reason, and they defend themselves. They organize and they counterattack, or at least they try to defend. Now, the issue, the problematic comes because, especially between neighbor countries, there is a lot of history.
Yes.
So somebody said, oh, but this invasion was legitimized because 10 years ago they did this. And they say, no, but 20 years ago you did that. And 50 years ago you did that. And 100 years ago you did that. And so it can go on and on.
It becomes
and
like
on.
a vicious
it becomes
cycle.
like a vicious cycle of vendetta and things. But generally we also see that things can be patched up. I mean, look at Europe. They had this First World War, which was basically only in Europe, although it's called World War, was actually
Yes.
fought basically only in Europe. And then the Second World War, in which the main protagonists were Germany and Britain and France and also European powers. But we see that in Europe after 1945, now it's 80 years of peace, and we see previous enemies like, say, Germany and France and Germany and Britain. Of course, now after Brexit, I don't know how much that example holds up, but they sit together at the table and they try to live together, cooperate for the benefit of everyone. So it's not, we could say, it's not inexorable, it's not inevitable that people have to kill each other just because they are neighbors.